And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to helping you as your consumer advocate. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. And it's all about you, helping you as your consumer advocate. And we want to engage with you. So hopefully you can save our hotline number in your phone, 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
That's our hotline, off-air number. Call us or text us, 813-670-7372. And check out our website, bookmark our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website at consumerqb.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors, all the best experts that we brought in to help educate, entertain, and enlighten, and most importantly, engaging with you as well. This segment is brought to you by our restaurant partner, Taps Restaurant, located at the International Plaza in Bay Street. And they've got a great outdoor patio area. Of course, your dogs are welcome. Our furry friends, all the dogs are welcome at the Taps Restaurant, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. A local gastropub, very awesome ambiance, very friendly staff, excellent food, tasty food with all types of different bowls and awesome proteins at Taps Restaurant. And they've got happy hour specials as well, late night events as well going on there. Local gastropub, Taps Restaurant. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we got a great lineup today. In studio today, we got Chris Hatfield, Tampa Screens and Aluminum. Welcome back, sir.
Thanks for having me, Brandon.
Thanks for coming back, sir. We appreciate you. And we're going to talk about, what do you want to talk about today?
Today we're going to talk about the basics of pool enclosures, but we're also going to talk about how the aluminum industry is involved, and now there's a whole bunch of options that weren't available 10, 20 years ago.
I love it. I love it. Alex Lima back in studio as well. Blackbelt Fitness and Martial Arts Club. Welcome in, sir.
Yeah, buddy, back in the building. I love it. We're getting to be towards my favorite time of year. Get my Halloween candy in, and my Thanksgiving's coming up, so I can get my extra calories in. So
yeah, there you go.
Made me hungry looking at that Taps burger they had on the screen there.
Taps is great, man. Excellent food. They got those awesome bowls over there, and I even did a vegetarian bowl last time. I was feeling a little guilty eating too much food, too much ribs.
Had to prove something to yourself, get some veggies in.
That's right, yeah. So we got a special phone interview to start off the show, kick off the show here. The XFL Vipers, xflvipers.com, and we got Josh Bullock, team president, XFL Tampa Bay Vipers. Welcome to the Consumer Quarterback Show, sir. Mr. Josh Bullock. Football. Yeah, hey, welcome to the show. Awesome. So we're going to talk a little football today here. We got a Tampa Bay team coming, and it's 5 home games, 5 road games starting on February 8th, I hear.
That's right. We're going to play spring football at Raymond James Stadium. XFL is excited to bring a new pro football league to Tampa Bay, and the Vipers are going to be ready to go in February.
I love it, man. Let's jump right into some of the lineup. I was checking out some of the notes. You got a local Tampa Bay guy here, Tampa Plant High School, Aaron Murray, high school All-American, Plant High School, SEC all-time leading passer yards, over 13,000 yards, 121 touchdowns. Will play quarterback for the Vipers, I hear.
He'll be our quarterback. We're excited to have him. Really excited to have a Tampa Bay product leading our efforts year one, and he's going to be a great representative as the quarterback of the Vipers.
That's very cool. I also noticed Quentin Flowers down here is going to be playing running back.
Well, he's going to play running back. He could play a lot of different positions. We're another guy we couldn't be happier to have, a local hero at USF. Another guy the community is going to love to rally around, and who knows where he'll be on game day, but we feel like he's going to play a lot. Yeah,
I mean, he could even step in and play some quarterback if you needed to, and who knows? That's going to be fun. Got a great lineup here. So tell us some more about how this came about. This is led by the Vince McMahon?
It is. Vince McMahon created Alpha Entertainment, gave us the time and resources and leadership at the league level to build a professional sports franchise the right way. And we're going about building this around affordability, fan access, really high-paced, fun, exciting football. and we have a great chairman kind of guiding us in that direction.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you're former USF product as well. I played on the inaugural team at the University of South Florida, and so that's pretty cool to see on your resume.
It is. We've done a really good job of hiring a team of local executives who have ties to the community, who have relationships, and we're really excited to tell the Vipers story and build the fan base from day one. That's what we've been doing. That's what we've got 3 months to do before kickoff, and it's been really fun to see the warm reception that Tampa Bay has been giving us.
Yeah, I think it's a great, Tampa Bay is a great football town, great sports town, of course, in general, which is just all of the other sports teams around here. What are you seeing out there? How's the reception been so far?
The reception has been overwhelmingly positive. I think this is a football-hungry community. There's a lot of really diehard fans that are excited to see the product that we're going to put on the field. And we couldn't be more excited to work really, really hard to give this community a team that they're going to be proud of, that they're going to have fun watching on Saturdays and Sundays. And we've got about 100 days till the season starts, and we've got a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And I remember the last time the XFL came about, and I saw like a Sports Center, a documentary somewhere, and it talked about some of the innovations that brought to the game. Even those cameras that can come right down onto the field almost. It looks like you're in the huddle. Those are some of the innovations that were brought by the XFL, correct?
Yeah, they were. Version 1.0 did foster some change across football. Version 2.0 is going to be vastly different. Who knows what the future holds, but we do anticipate, bringing an exciting and fast-paced brand of football to Tampa Bay, and who knows what the future holds or where we'll go, but it's going to be an exciting, affordable, and fun product for people to watch.
Yeah, that's awesome. If you just joined us, I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. We're talking with Josh Bullock. He's the president of the XFL team in Tampa Bay, the XFL Vipers, Tampa Bay Vipers here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Tell us about Marc Trestman. He's the team's head coach and general manager.
He is. He's an accomplished NCAA, CFL, and NFL head coach and offensive coordinator. He's got an eye for quarterback development and high-paced, high-scoring offense. He's hired a great staff on the defensive side led by Jerry Glanville, who's going to put an exciting defense together for us. So another great leader for the XFL franchise. We couldn't be more excited to have him here.
Wow, it's pretty awesome. It's going to be, providing a lot of opportunities as well for, Jerry Glanville. There's another name I haven't heard in a while. That what an awesome opportunity that this XFL is bringing.
Yeah, it's an opportunity not only for the coaches to come together and work in a new environment that's being built as we speak, but it's also job creation in football. And we're excited to be able to give a lot of really good professional football players the opportunity to earn a living and either extend their career or find a home playing professional football.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty cool. Very affordable as well. Tickets as low as $20 for game tickets, lower bowl seats at Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah, we feel like all of our pricing is affordable. We really are trying to put fans above all and give them access to the team, to the game, as close as possible. XFLVipers.com has all of our ticket options, but a $20 ticket in the lower bowl at Raymond James for spring football, outdoors with a high-paced, fun game. We think it should resonate really well with fans and really families who can come outdoors and watch us play.
Yeah, very cool. Josh, tell us about the draft. It looks like you drafted skill position players, offensive linemen, defensive front seven players on day one, highlighted by tight end Nick Truesdell, receivers Satavius Jones, Jalen Tolliver, running backs Davion Smith, Quentin Flowers, and center Jordan McRae, and defensive end Oben. Tell us about the draft, Yeah,
so the draft was a really fun and unique experience. It really was like a live fantasy football draft. We had to build a team from scratch. We had no one, on the roster, obviously. So to build the team the way we did was fun. It was fast-paced. We are really excited about the roster we've assembled. We're excited about the men we drafted, not only as football players, but also as members of our community. We think that the character of our team is strong, and ultimately there'll be a group of men leading the Vipers team in a way that this community is going to be proud.
Very cool. Kind of a side note here. I see that you're a University of Kentucky graduate. You know, my first coach at USF was Mark Stoops, who's now the head coach at the University of the Wildcats.
Yeah. So my first employer out of college was Hal Mummy, the head coach at Kentucky, who is now our offensive coordinator for the Dallas Roughnecks. So it comes full circle sometimes.
Very cool.
Dallas Renegades, I'm sorry.
Dallas Renegades. How many teams are there in total?
There's 8 total teams. So we are in East Division with St. Louis Battlehawks, DC Defenders, and the New York Guardians. The Western Conference is the Houston Roughnecks, Dallas Renegades, LA Wildcats, and the Seattle Dragons.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, thanks for spending some time with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Josh Bullock, president of XFL team in Tampa Bay, the XFL Vipers. Tampa Bay Vipers.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks so much.
Right.
Appreciate you calling in. All right. So pretty cool, exciting stuff coming up here in Tampa Bay. Another sports team added here to the local roster of sports teams. Exciting things here in Tampa Bay. Lots of positivity in the jobs market, the real estate market. Good things happening here with the Consumer Quarterback Show as well. Chris Hatfield in the studio here, Tampa Screens and Aluminum. Alex Lima as well, Blackbelt Fitness and Martial Arts Club coming up right after this short break. We're going to take a quick time out here, come right back to you with our expert contributors in studio, as well as a feel-good story of the day. Man wins $200,000 lottery prize on way to final chemotherapy treatment. Find out about that and more from our expert contributors here in studio. Check us out at consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. For more information, go to consumerqb.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by Trulieve on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in any marketplace. That's our #1 goal. We want to help you with your real estate buying, selling, or investing. We would love to talk to you. We're also recruiting agents to our team. We're looking for a select few agents for our real estate team. And check us out online at consumerqb.com. We're here in studio, 4 o'clock drive time, AM 860, The Answer. We got our weekend show, FM 1025 The Bone. And, of course, we syndicate all of our TV show content out to Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Sony TV, 85 other smart television outlets, as well as you can find us on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Of course, we're online everywhere. And this segment is brought to you by the Maher Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Beautiful beach resort on Treasure Island in Treasure Island, Florida. And they got the standing ovations coming up. If you haven't seen that, take your family down for a trip and check it out. Even if it's just for the day, they're building these monstrous sand castles, just gorgeous property. Check out the Maher Beach Resort. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. We got a couple of hot listings before we jump back into this great content. We got a property on the beach, 861 Mandalay Avenue on Clearwater Beach, 200 steps away from the sugar sands of North Clearwater Beach, the dolphin-filled waters of North Clearwater Beach as well. 861 Mandalay Avenue, updated kitchen, beautiful property, huge master suite, and this property is a party pad. It's perfect for, you got your outdoor showers, you've got a beautiful lanai area right in the middle of the home. So it's 2-bedroom, could be a 3rd bedroom, but we just can't technically count it because of their lack of a closet. Perfect beach home for you at $699,000. Great opportunity to own real estate here in Tampa Bay. And check out our website at platinummvpteam.com, platinummvpteam.com. We want to help you win. All right. So we got Chris Hatfield in the house. Tampa Screens in Aluminum. We got the Screen Man. We got the Tin Man before. You know, you heard Fred Muth before. But tell us what you're seeing out there, man.
Like Alex said, man, it's that time of year where, you know, he's excited about candy and turkey. I'm excited about the cooler weather.
Yeah.
When we get into the cooler weather, that's when my customers are really, you know, starting to clamor for that screen room, starting to clamor for something to be able to open up their windows and let the screen, you know, work its magic. Keep the mosquitoes out, but shut off the AC, you know, kind of enjoy those couple of days. And it's not an everyday thing, but the couple days that you do, it's paradise, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, a couple days a month, maybe, you know, just depending on how we look here. December coming up right around the corner.
I'm sure we got a cold front coming right around the corner.
We need one.
Yeah.
Ready for that. So you look at Tampa Screens and Aluminum. This is that kind of in-between space. You know, it's not the actual under-air AC. You're not out in the humidity outside. This is that in-between space. Some people put ceiling fans out there. I mean, there's some really cool things that you can do. Get creative with it, Chris.
And that's the thing, is that everybody normally thinks that it's just pool enclosures, and that's fine. We do take care of pool enclosures. They're probably 65% of our business. But it's never surprised me to know how much the consumer has actually driven our market. It's not just pool enclosures. It really has become a lot of other things that need to be done. When you go out to a brand new house now, you notice it's not just white and bronze, the darker color, as far as the windows anymore. They can do clay, they can do adobe, they can do a lot of earth tones to match what the consumer wants to see now. So now the aluminum industry has had to keep up with that as well. When it comes to pool enclosures, it's still just basically bronze and white. But when you get into the rest of the things that can be added, they can do a lot of other different earth tones now for paneling, for composite panels, for those roof access. You know, we talk a lot about our composite insulated roofs. You can do those now in a color. You don't have to stick just to something. So when you now combine colors to contrast,
I love that.
You can actually have something that matches a little bit more with how houses are being painted now.
Yes.
They're doing a lot of that contrast now, so we can match up with that. We can't do navy blue and other things that you're starting to see in the building industries, but at least having some way to adapt keeps my industry afloat.
I love it. I love it. It's that in-between space that you're able to enjoy the outdoors more. Now, you're also adding value to your real estate properties.
That's the thing. When people come to a house, you could literally come to a lot of these subdivisions that are done up, and doesn't matter who the builder was. I see them get built. It's usually model 1, 2, 3, 4. Start the sequence over again.
Yes.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
So when those houses are for sale and somebody shows up on Smith Boulevard and looks at these two different houses, if one of them has just an open platform, you just see a grass back there. Some people might have, the wherewithal of going, "Wow, I'm going to change this into something."
Mm-hmm.
Most people are just on that. As soon as I'm getting into a house, I want it to have everything ready to go.
Yes.
And if you have that outside, that what we call backyard oasis area, it immediately becomes the focal point.
Yeah,
It'll
exactly.
take their eyes off of a lot of other things to sell a house.
Now, Chris, you were talking with Chris Hatfield here, Tampa Screens and Aluminum, longtime friend of the program. And are people putting in, could you have options to put even like a drop AC in there if you wanted to? I mean, some people are doing that, right?
You can do whatever you want once you own the enclosure. But when it comes to the way we're allowed to permit these enclosures, you don't want to get so much into doing ventilation as far as running that from your house at all.
Right.
Now, if you just want to do something that's called like a window shaker or regular, like you say, a drop AC unit, small Mitsubishi, a standalone unit to be able to air condition the unit, they do those. You can also do one of the ones that you just plug in the wall and it ventilates an entire area as long as you have that insulated composite panel and not just in the roof. You don't want to just have the insulated roof and then have, screen walls or a coil paneling in your walls to fill up the void. That also needs to be an insulated material.
Got it.
And then you can fill in the window areas with more of a vinyl window at the, economic basis, all the way up to a very nice glass window that would make the entire room, sealed up.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's look at tampascreens.com. Let's look at the website because I want you to talk to us about some of these new products that you're offering out here. You've got the different types of enclosures, but you also have the gazebos, correct?
Right. The pergolas, the Renaissance patio products. It's another thing. A lot of people are able to come out and show you brochures, but if you ever get a chance, we have a freestanding office. We've been in the same area since 1991, and all of these little products that I bring in are all sitting up in our office. So you can come, you can touch, you can feel them, you can see exactly what we'd be installing on your house. But more importantly, we also sell DIY. So if you ever break a little piece on your enclosure, things happen. People run a mower into stuff, trees fall. If you ever want to fix something by yourself, we sell some DIY to be able to change those pieces out. But again, all of these different things that we've been doing, we have to stay on the cusp with the changes in the industry. If customers want these amazing design features, we'd be stupid to still, stay with the old basic things that have worked. We have to adapt as well, and we have a lot of these different things that have been able to pretty much keep us on the cosmetic appeal of the enclosures.
Yeah. Now, what the side that gets frustrating for some people? I know I got a couple of real estate deals right now where we're dealing with permitting issues. Talk to us a little bit about permitting and how that works.
Tampa Screens and Aluminum handles everything on the basis of the permit. And I'm a person that if I come out and do your sales, I usually want to see your boundary survey ahead of time. If we're looking at building something, I want to let you know ahead of time if we're getting into a land of what they call a variance, which variances are things you can get, but they slow up the permitting procedure. Beyond that, Tampa Screens, we have an entire team that we're filling out the permit. We're doing our in-house CAD designing, and we have 2 engineers that we can go to get site-specific engineering on every single job.
Nice.
Whether we need to file in Pinellas County, Pasco County, or Hillsborough County, we know we can get those permits back as far as they're taking, but usually a max of 25 business days is all the permitting agencies out. If another company tells you that they're further than that out, you can always call the permit. We give you your permit number. We let you know right when we filed. I usually tell people 10 business days till we can get that paperwork in, and then we automatically have that permit back within about 25 business days.
Wow.
We're scheduled. We have our guys that are ready to do that work. So we're on top of it, and we have an entire map of when these things are going to be done. If they get backlogged, whether municipality schedules, what have you, we at least keep up great communication with the homeowner to let them know.
I love it. It's good stuff, man. Chris Hatfield, Tampa Screens and Aluminum here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Coming up, we got Alex Lima in the house as well. Blackbelt Fitness and Martial Arts Club right here in Tampa Bay. We're going to talk about fitness and ways that you can utilize self-defense strategies as well here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And our feel-good story of the day, a man wins $200,000 lottery prize on the way to final chemo treatment. Stay with us right here. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by TrueLeaf on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate negotiations. We're serving as your consumer advocate now over 6.5 years on air, almost 7 years on air now. And it's all about you, helping you understand more about your buying decisions. We want you to think about this show as the hub of your financial, your business wheel, your health wheel, all those different spokes coming out, representing another one of our expert contributors. We got over 80 different show partners and folks folks that we want to help you understand more about your buying decisions here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're going to introduce you to these folks, and they're going to help you with whatever your plans are. You know, if you're looking for solar on your home, if you're looking to add an aluminum building or a room to your home, if you're looking to get in better shape, you know, there's lots of ways that we can help you here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, but it's up to you to engage. And you can check out our website, consumerqb.com, and submit an email form there, or just call us on our hotline. Call or text 813-670-7372. Let us know that you're looking for an introduction to the Credit Magician, for example. Or, hey, Brandon, I'm looking at possibly doing a refinance on my home. We'll put you in touch with Diane Vance, Fairway Independent Mortgage. We'll offer you a free comparable market analysis as well. We'll let you know where you're at as far as value goes. If you need something a little deeper, we'll put you in touch with Ray Hall Appraisals. And so that's the goal of the show. It's about having that super connector status here in the Tampa Bay area and the Gulf Coast region of Florida. And it's all about helping you understand your buying decisions, making you just a bit more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. This segment is brought to you by Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Brothers Easy Moving, and I can tell you from firsthand experience that they are a first-class organization. They do a great job, whether you're planning a local move or even a cross-country long-distance move. Brothers Easy Moving is the trusted partner here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I've known the owner, Gary Thacker, for many years, and I highly recommend Brothers Easy Moving. Give them a call. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, we got a couple of hot properties here I want to let you know about. This is a $2 million listing that I just took about a week or two ago. 4348 Harbor Point Drive in Port Richey, $1.999 million. Beautiful property here right on the Gulf of Mexico. You've got ultimate security here as well. There's 2 security gates to get through before you are allowed onto Harbor Point Drive in the neighborhood. 4348 Harbor Point Drive, Port Richey, almost 6,700 square feet of prime living in Tampa Bay, Gulf Coast of Florida here at 4348 Harbor Point Drive in Port Richey. All the best upgrades, too many upgrades to list, but a lot of space for all your toys here. Beautiful property. Of course, you got boat dock, bay access, and for all the fishermen, you go straight out about 20, 30 miles. You're getting some deep waters there. You're catching grouper. You're catching all types of great fish, and great opportunity here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Check us out at consumerqb.com or platinummvpteam.com.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
All right, we're going to talk health and wellness and fitness here with Alex Lima, Blackbelt Fitness and Martial Arts Club. Welcome back, sir.
Yeah, buddy. Great to be here. Always love it.
Yeah, man. What you been up to?
A lot of things, man. We've been, been busy at the club, just like every other gym. You have your waves of people that come in, they're motivated, come and go. But the crew that I have right now they've been the most motivated and driven people I've seen in a long time.
Nice.
So there's a brand new energy that's in my spot right now, and I'm loving it. Everybody's training hard. We're having hard, sparring nights. The weightlifting nights are tough.
Nice.
It's going great, man. I'm loving it. So.
I like it. And that's the key, is consistency, just being consistent. Your location is right by the Veterans Expressway and Waters.
Yes, Waters and Benjamin Road, right off the Veterans, very easy and accessible. And actually, we had an improvement in the parking lot, which has opened up our parking situation, which was semi a problem in the past, but now it's been improved, which is amazing. But it's kind of bad for my clients too, because now we can do some parking lot work. We're gonna be hitting sprints, doing flipping tires out there. So,
there you go.
Yeah, it's worse for them, but great for me. So
nice. Well, it's cooler a little bit this time of year and less humidity, but that's a good opportunity.
Yeah.
So when you think about fitness, what are some of the common misnomers that people have about Black Belt Fitness and Martial Arts Club?
Well, the typical thing is, like, most people, when they hear the word martial arts, they think of like some little fake, thing that doesn't work. You see all these, they call them muck dojos,
Karate Kid type stuff.
Yeah, man, something from like a strip mall next to a Walmart or something that it's martial arts and it doesn't work. We train real world self-defense, like from my kids all the way to my adults. They're learning how to my kids learn the bully prevention. My adults are learning how to stop, true attackers, man, muggers, we do rape prevention, things like that. I just got done doing a seminar for specifically geared towards hospital staff. I did EMS, nursing staff, and security for the hospitals.
Wow.
And yeah, it was specific to basically combative patients. Because as you know, for many years I was a firefighter and a paramedic as well.
Yep.
And there were many times where I had to use control tactics and stuff in the street, and I still do sometimes.
That's excellent. So bully prevention, I'll never forget. About a year ago, or 6 to 8 months, as time flies, right? There was a lady here that was interviewing to be an on-air expert contributor. As you know, we bring local businesses on the show, salespeople, men and women, and she told a story about right here. I think it was in Pinellas County, that her son or daughter, I can't remember, it was a little while ago, had committed suicide because of bullying right here close to home. And it happens all the time. It happens more than people know.
It really does, man. It really does. And so, like, I love training everybody, but I have to admit that my kids are my favorite aspect of what I do, because I'm preparing them for life. Life is harsh, it can be.
Absolutely.
And to show them discipline and to give them a sense of self-confidence, take a kid that's very timid and turn them into someone that they're not so timid anymore, because they have the confidence that they can defend themselves and they're doing a really cool sport. You know? And then for myself, other than the Ninja Turtles and Bruce Lee, bullying actually sent me on my journey to being a martial artist. And, got jumped one day as a kid, and I came home. I was like, Mom, I got to learn how to fight, man.
Yeah.
And I haven't stopped since. I don't get bullied anymore, I promise.
That's good. No, I've seen you in the gym. I've seen you kicking those bags, and I could doubt you're getting bullied. Now, so talk about rape prevention. I think one of the things too is, I met a lot of great groups here in Tampa Bay. We work with Work Done Charities, Children's Cancer Center, and I was working at I had it set up for an internship fair over at the University of Tampa, and I bumped into some people that are representing, and I forgot the acronym or the company's name, but basically this organization that was founded because Tampa Bay is in the top 5 in terms of what do you call it? We're human trafficking. Yeah. So rape, human trafficking. We're a port city, so they're easy to get on containers. They're shipping these people out like animals. Yeah. What do we do in that case?
Yeah. I mean, again, that's the harsh realities of the world we're living in. We can try to brush that stuff under the rug, but it exists and it's a part of our everyday life, and you need to be prepared for it. St. Pete College had me come out not that long ago to do a rape prevention seminar, women's only self-defense seminar, for a program they're called Women on the Way. And that was amazing. And I've done many of those seminars in the past. I try to do once a year a female only seminar.
Cool.
And every single time that I have done that, at least one person has come to me afterwards and has told me their story.
Yeah.
And they all say the same thing, that they wish they would have known some of the things that I was showing them sooner.
Damn.
Yeah. You have to be prepared. We prepare for worst case scenario, but we hope for the best. I hope and pray that I never have to use anything that I know to its full extent. Yeah. But if I have to, it's there.
Yeah, we're talking with Alex Lima here, Blackbelt Fitness and Martial Arts Club here in Tampa Bay. He's got his dojo right there on Waters Avenue, right at the Veterans Expressway. Easily accessible to West Chase, different areas of town and country. Very close proximity here to Tampa Bay, where we're at right now, even in South Tampa. When you think about this bully prevention, rape prevention, these are things. What are some of the common things, easier misnomers, or just tips that we can do on a daily basis to protect ourselves?
A lot of it comes down to situational awareness. Some freebies that I'll give you is, one of the things that I always start my seminar with is, a couple of rules that I live by. One, I never get intoxicated to the point. You got to live your life. We're going to have fun. We're going to go out. We're going to do things. But never get intoxicated to the point that you cannot defend yourself.
Right.
You got to know your limits.
Good
That's
point.
Number one. Number two is, again, situational awareness. We know, common sense stuff, most of us anyways. As we're walking down, we see this dark alley that's got a bunch of crackheads down it. We're not going to go down that alley to cut through to get to the movie, right?
Right.
Well, it's the same thing in life. If you look around, you can be at a party, you can be at a situation and kind of just, do it keep your head on the swivel a little bit, take a look around, look at the environment, the people that are here, and you can get a vibe of whether, hey, this is a safe environment, or, maybe I shouldn't really be here tonight. Trust your gut. Is number one, I would say. Yeah,
there's a lot to that, and scientific studies show that your gut actually, there's some weird stuff there. Your gut has almost like its brain, like a brain to it.
We have like a sixth sense, man. If you pay attention, absolutely.
Yeah, it's interesting how that works. How can people find you as well?
You can always call 813-426-1588. You can always Google Black Belt Fitness and Martial Arts Club. We actually have an amazing special going on right now from now until December 31st. Half off of your first month of training, and we already have the best prices in the area.
Cool.
And I will put that against anybody.
Any events coming up?
At the end of the month, the last Friday of every month, I do a free self-defense seminar. I'll be announcing that soon. So for November, we're definitely going to have one. And then, matter of fact, I'm when I leave here today, I'm going to Dr. Doug's office, kind of partnered up with him there, because October, if many are not aware, is a Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Excellent.
And we're doing something where I collected a whole bunch of cereal. We did like a cereal drive, boxes of kids cereal, because what they do now when they take them to the women's shelter to kind of acclimate the children to the new environment is give them a box of their favorite cereal.
Okay.
So we got cereal with, like, you know, cartoons on it, Fruit Loops, all that stuff, little Flintstones, all that. So we got my truck is loaded with a bunch of cereal I'm about to give to some kids to help them out.
And you guys helped out with the caring for the Bahamas too, with Captain Will Smith and
yeah, we did a huge drive for that. Anytime, you know, I don't do it for publicity. I do it because I genuinely want to help these people. So I should announce it a little more, but you know, we do it just in house. And anytime I have an opportunity that I see me and my team can go out and do something for people, we're going to do it.
Very cool. I love it. All right. More from our expert contributors here in studio. We got our lightning round coming up with Chris Hatfield, Tampa Screens and Aluminum, Alex Lima, Blackbelt Fitness and Martial Arts. And our feel-good story of the day is a good one. We got a man, he wins $200,000 on his lottery prize. Find out the story behind that. And he's on his way to chemotherapy, and he wins a $200,000 lottery prize. Find out about that in our expert contributors here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show, hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Ian Beckles here with my man, Brandon Rhymes.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by TrueLeaf on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at ConsumerQB.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We really appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate all those callers that we're getting to. We got an uptick in calls lately, especially since we moved over to AM 860, The Answer, 4 o'clock drive time weekdays, helping you win on the Sunday show, 7 a.m., 102.5 The Bone. It's always nice to meet our fans out there as well, bumping into more and more fans as I'm navigating through our day out there in the real estate field, helping our buyers, sellers, and investors with their real estate properties. And my wife and I own a top team here in the Tampa Bay with Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate negotiations. I'm a certified negotiation expert. I teach negotiation and branding at both of the realtor boards, real estate, the GTARG, the Greater Tampa Realtor, and also Pinellas Realtor, Pinellas Realtor Organization. This segment is brought to you by Infinity Medical Institute. 10 years in the business. They offer low T therapy, weight loss plans, cosmetic services as well, like Botox. They're going to offer improved sexual wellness as well as increased energy. Hormone replacement therapy, pellet hormone replacement therapy is an option for those looking for hormone replacement. Hormone therapy at Infinity Medical, successfully treating over 40,000 patients, and they're the leading experts in bio-natural hormone replacement therapy, serving the greater Tampa Bay area. They're located at 1715 Northwest Shore Boulevard in Tampa, suite number 100. Online at infinitymedicalinstitute.com, infinitymedicalinstitute.com. Give them a call. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And a couple of hot listings for this segment. I got a 5822 Schooner Way property. Beautiful waterfront home here in Tampa Bay on Schooner Way. This is in the Bayport area of Tampa, kind of town and country outskirts. Waterfront on a freshwater canal with access to Upper Tampa Bay. We just reduced the price. It's all the way down to close to $600,000, $605,000, $610,000, something like that. Beautiful property, 5822 Schooner Way in Tampa. Pool home on a canal with a boat dock with bay access. Beautiful property. Check it out online at platinummvpteam.com. And we also have some other properties here in Tampa. 1645 Parker Point Drive in Odessa. This property is in a gated community, lakefront community as well. And if you're a boater, you got access with a boat dock there. You've got access to the boat dock. Beautiful home, large lot. Check out the photography compliments of Fabre Frameworks at 1645 Parker Point Boulevard in Odessa, Florida. Hot real estate listings, platinummvpteam.com. Every day, we're going to tell you something positive here in our Feel Good segment of the day. We're going to tell you something good.
Tell me something good.
All right, so imagine being on your way to chemo. You just got his final chemotherapy. This gentleman wins $200,000 lottery prize on his way to treatment. So a man in North Carolina won $200,000 off a scratch-off ticket on his way to chemo. Ronnie Foster, Pink Hill, North Carolina, said he bought a $1 ticket and won. He won $5. And he said, hey, at last second, I decided to trade it in for 2 more tickets. And then he scratched off the first ticket, didn't win anything. Then he scratched the second one, and the result was a $200,000 prize. Amazing. Quote, I saw all those zeros and I froze, Foster said. I didn't believe it until I gave it to the clerk at the counter to scan. When it showed go to lottery headquarters, I started shaking. I couldn't believe it. After the required state and federal withholdings, he took home $141,500. And he says, I was happy. I was already happy because it was my last day of chemo, Foster said, who's battling colon cancer. Winning it made my day lucky, my lucky day, he says. So cool story right there. You guys ever win anything? Man. You ever win anything? I won maybe $20 or something.
They took a fat chunk from him though. He walked away with 145.
Yeah, they got 141 or something. Yeah, I mean they took 60-something thousand.
Better than nothing. Those 145 he didn't have before.
Yeah,
and if he just got done with colon cancer, I'm sure he has some hefty medical bills.
Yeah. That's right.
That 141, that's going to dissolve up real quick when the hospital finds out about it.
I've won a couple hundred before.
Have you?
Yeah,
here and there.
Haven't hit no huge jackpot.
Nothing major either. I've never won anything.
I guess you got to play.
My day will come. My day will come.
Yeah.
You got to play to win. I don't play much.
My grandma had her numbers and everything. She lived for it. But I mean, it was back then. It was like you played the lotto, I think, twice. Now there's a different lotto every day. And
That's ridiculous.
One of them's 450 million. One of them's this. One of them's that. I don't know, man.
You ever hear the story of the guy they say he played these numbers every day, every week, and then he forgot to play them one week, and that's the numbers to hit? You ever hear that story?
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a real.
Countless times, but I mean,
I don't know if it's real or fake. I don't know.
Think about the amount of money he's dropping in lotto, and nothing happening. Now, if that's
strike it once, you made your money back. Plus, you know.
But if that's your hobby, if that's what gives you hope and everything, that's what gets you clinging on. Fine. For me, it's just no.
Yeah. It's like sometimes we think about for example, self-defense. We've had Thomas King on the show lots of times. He's the one that introduced us. He's a great guy, does a great job over at Florida Firearms Academy. But from a self-defense standpoint, what you talked about earlier, the rape prevention, we think, oh, it won't happen to me. But then on the flip side of that, the very flip side, we go out and buy lottery tickets and say, oh, I'm going to win tonight. I'm going to win millions. It's
crazy.
It's the brain will do what it wants to do, and we have this thing called confirmation bias. Especially that's why a lot of the businesses fail in the first year, the first 5 years. You hear those statistics. We have this confirmation bias that we always want to prove that our idea is going to win, when really if we'd have did all the research, it's probably the odds are stacked against you. In other words, so when you think about it, from a consumer advocate point of view, just be careful what you're doing out there. All right, so let's jump into we wanted to go to Chris Hatfield here. He had a couple pictures that he wanted to show for our TV show side on Apple, Amazon, and Roku. Chris Hatfield, Tampa Screens and Aluminum. Alex Lima in the house as well. More from Alex coming up in our lightning round. But tell us what we got here in terms of you brought some photos. You brought some photos for our TV show.
These are some of the views of jobs that we've been doing here recently. This is a very ginormous job that actually blew over last winter. Got hit in one of those big winter storms, and a microburst took it down. Probably about 100-mile-an-hour storm had knocked that one down, and we had actually just rebuilt that one. That one's 67 feet by 67 feet, so obviously requires a lot of spine to build something that big. That's why you see those posts up there in the middle. But they actually have an entire swimming pool and a shuffleboard court under that pool enclosure.
Now, is that cutting down on if you're out by the pool, do you put on less spray, SPF
No way,
stuff?
shape, or form. This is Florida.
Okay.
Some salesmen will tell you that there's a UVA and a UVB blocker in there. There's a little bit of defense in the vinyl. When you hold up screen against just regular sun, 17% shade coverage. You need an SPF 30 or higher.
You still need to get it
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't lay under where the lines are for the pool enclosure, because then you'll actually get a funny tan line.
That one's beautiful.
And this is our panoramic. This is what a lot of people are clamoring for when they have a beautiful view. Now, this is something we can accomplish with modern engineering. The skeletal structure of the roof still makes up a lot of the beef, but we're able to span up above with a post and lintel style and no more of those intermittent post and girts that you see in some of these wall panels. That's given us an open panoramic.
Now, is this an optical illusion, or does it look like it's got a little bit of a lean in?
That's an optical illusion just from that picture. Yeah, everything would be square and true. It's just probably some way of taking that picture, and it looks like the pavers just got sealed there, so you're seeing a lot of reflections from the rain and all that.
Gotcha. Okay.
This would be another thing in the exact same panoramic, just smaller form. Some people have villas. It doesn't mean that you can't have a nice screen enclosure.
Love it.
So even something as small as a 12 by 8 opening, if you want to be able to see out and see a portal into an area where you've got fish, great blue herons, all the alligators and all the pretty stuff, that at least, especially when that's what architecture does with the back of your house anymore. Awesome. They make a giant slider. They make a double opening. They make these pockets to where you have this panel to look out of there. So when you are entertaining and you have people over, you at least have a nice picture to look out at.
All right, perfect. Let's jump into our lightning round here. We got a couple minutes left. Quick lightning round opportunity here. All right, here we go. Top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Alex Lima, Black Belt Fitness.
Yeah, back to awareness and preparedness. If the day ever comes, we hope it doesn't, but if the day ever comes that you have to fight for your life, the only thing that is going to determine that outcome is if you have trained and prepared for that fight.
Yeah.
It's the only thing.
That's right. You got to be in shape to do it.
Got it, man. Got to be a lion, bro.
That's right. Chris Hatfield.
Tampa Screens and Aluminum, tampascreens.com, facebook.com/Tampa Screens, 813-960-7064. Man, if you're going to have any work done around your pool enclosure, definitely ask what they're going to do for your pool enclosure. Don't just prepare the idea and assume that everything's going to be fine. So if you're having your roof done, you're having any stucco work, you're having paint done, ask what they're going to do for their pool enclosure, because we can always come and repair things, but a lot of preparation goes far.
Awesome. I love it. I want to leave you with this one nugget here. What if I were to tell you you have this computer, this microcomputer in your brain, and it's very powerful? Well, you do. It's called the Reticular Activation System in your brain. It's the RES, the RES. And it's a powerful device. It's just like a computer, and it can be programmed. So if you're focusing on things that you want, you're going to get that. If you ever bought a new car and now all of a sudden you see that same car out there, or bought the same shoes or same sweatshirt, right? And you see that new sweatshirt out there everywhere, That's what happens with your brain. So if you utilize incantations where you're saying, I'm blessed and highly favored, or whatever you want to program your mind to, you can do it. And that's the reticular activation system in your brain. And it's going to help you reach your goals. Focus on your 80-20 rule, the 20% of the key tasks that's going to help you move towards your success. Hey, another great show today. I want to thank Chris Hatfield, Tampa Screens and Aluminum, and Alex Lima, Blackbelt Fitness and Martial Arts Club. All of our listeners, our viewers out there of our TV show, follow us online at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter. The Consumer Quarterback Show page out there as well on Facebook. Our YouTube channel has a plethora of great content there as well. Stay tuned for our latest TV show on the American Dream coming up with Work Done. Work Done Charities did another home presentation last week. That's going to be a good one. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food or clothing, carry it with you, and hand it to that person that you see in need. Volunteer your time. Donate some blood. Lots of ways that you can be a force for good in the community. We'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for The Consumer Quarterback Show.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.